That's my jam. What?
Okay, then. I'm beating everything, but you go, girl.
Hey,
how you
everybody.
doing, Sean? You haven't been with us in a few weeks. How you doing, friend?
I'm here. I'm doing this thing. I think Gypsy was pre-gaming.
Clearly.
Always. You know, my Bartesian and I be having an affair with my Bartesian.
Oh shit, she got the Bartesian. Okay, all right, that explains a lot.
You know, that was my Christmas present of 2024, and I used the shit out of it. What? Get out of here.
So
I
like to call together this meeting of the SIPP AA meeting.
Well, you know what? You might need to, because guess what? I'm slipping, John. Let me tell you why I'm slipping. Because the chick she's out of white pots, so I had to
go brown. Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with brown.
You know, nah, man. You know, brown made me go down. Oh, let me stop. But no,
I got nothing to say.
So,
all right, Mary J.
So today I'm drinking.
I got nothing to say.
I know. Today I'm drinking an old fashioned.
I'm going down.
Hey, you know that's my song for the yeah.
Is this that's why it's been on away for a bit?
No, but see, you told me I had to choose a song.
Okay.
To get you in the mood, and that is my song. I'm going down.
Okay. I'm not mad at you. Do
but see, in order to go down, I got to go brown.
So you heard it here first, fellas. Make sure you stock up on that brown.
Oh my God. Okay, so is that the position that you're recommending as well, or is you just singing? So what the fuck
yes, downward facing dog. You know, that's the yoga position.
Okay.
Downward facing dog.
Saying, let me see you do that yoga. That's what we doing. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great position. I don't know what it's called. It's not a downward facing dog, but when a woman can stand up and bend over and grab her ankles and hold that position.
Down, I mean, I don't know.
No, that ain't downward facing dog, because that one takes some stamina right there. Like, yeah. See,
I mean, all you gotta do is hold on to your ankles. You know, the fellas should be handling everything else.
I'm too old to do that one.
I said ass up.
Back in the day when I was young and not let me stop.
Back in the day when I was young and not a kid anymore.
Guess what, y'all?
What?
It's almost Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's month.
And you know, when it becomes Valentine's Day, we have some things that we want to talk about, you know, like how to get it out.
Okay, so before we get too deep into it, we have a position to recommend and a song to go with it. And then I'll have another one at the end of the episode. And Sean, you still on the hook for this Superman because we all been.
You sure are, because you.
I don't know what the Superman is. I call it the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So I don't know what the Superman is. I'm like, damn, they on some Soldier Boy shit with the Superman.
I was like, is he gonna stand like this while she back in the thing? I don't know, but whatever. So I got a song and a position. Oh, before I forget, do make sure that you guys set the reminders, because not only do we go live every Monday, right, but we're going to have a special edition episode next
That
Wednesday
part.
on top of our normal Monday episode. All next week, Wednesday, in our episode, we are focusing on the juicy for the adult people. Okay, this is truly going to be after dark, so bring you something juicy to snack on, juicy to drink, let it dribble in your mouth. I mean, whatever. Take that how you take it. But with that being said, we're going to be spending the entire episode recommending. I was not talking about you. I was talking about the men and the women, but I digress. Whatever. All episode, we are going to be recommending. Okay.
Don't hate.
Positions, songs to go with them, and date night suggestions and ideas for Valentine's.
Correct. And just game suggestions too, because guess what?
Yes.
Sometimes you really can make it fun if you play like little games and stuff.
Yes.
You know, like little
So
cards.
I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, I'm really into that. So, you know, I do have some cards, you know, that suggest stuff. But what I really like is I got these dice. So when you roll the dice,
you got dice.
Yeah, I got dice. So when you roll the dice, when it pop up, you gotta do what the dice say. You know what I mean?
Oh,
okay then.
that sounds like a lot of fun. So I'm assuming you're going to be rolling some dice and giving some suggestions as well, Sean. But again, make sure that you hit that notify button. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss us. We will be live at our regular scheduled time on next Monday at 6 p.m. But we will or 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. But we will also be going live special edition on Wednesday. Sexual positions, songs to go with them, and date night ideas and game suggestions and fun times. Now, disclaimer, Valentine's Day is just one day out the year, and it is commercialized. That should not be the only time that you're getting intimacy or romance in with your person. That should not be the only day that you're sending them flowers or purchasing them gifts or giving them sex or spending time together. It is just another day that is widely celebrated, that your person may want to be loved on out loud, depending on what y'all have going on, depending on what type of job they have. Some people want to be celebrated out loud so that people know that they have a person. You know, whatever works for you. If you celebrate more in private, do your do. But we will be diving in, having fun. If y'all got suggestions, make sure that you hit that link in our description on the video and click into it so that you can send it to us on the form. If you just need to say you absolutely can stay anonymous. You don't have to put your email or anything in. You could just use that little box to type in your question, your suggestion, your ideas, your thoughts, your whatever, and send them to us. And we'll be sure to check it between now and then. If you want to get in the
while I tease and I say Brown make me go down, they shouldn't only get it 360. You know, the other 364 days they should be getting something. I'm just saying.
And a public service announcement, ladies. Head ain't just for special occasions. Don't be sitting there bullshitting
it's
on
your
the
lane. It's your lane, but everybody don't deserve it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I ain't one of them niggas. I'm sorry.
Sean,
ladies, Sean has made the PSA on multiple occasions that if you're not willing to go down, you can't be in his town. Okay, so don't shoot your shot. If you're not willing to give head on the radio.
It don't matter, because the thing is, I don't give a fuck what Sean say. Fuck Sean, man. Who is he? I'm just saying.
So I'm just saying. His own standard.
There are some things that should be reserved for that special somebody. Because y'all always hear me say, and I'll say it again, that to me, sex is not as intimate as kissing and, you know, other things. So y'all can
but I'm like up to the people to describe what intimacy is for them. So if Sean wants to head every day, that's Sean's right. Like,
but I'm just saying, like, I don't care so much. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. I'm not regulating Sean's shit. I'm just saying, for me, sex is like exercise.
We understand when you get brown, you go down. You said it, but let Sean speak for himself. He's a grown man. He got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was she saying something?
Yes.
Go to hell.
Moving on.
Sean has been my for y'all that are newly subscribed. Sean has been my BFF for over 35 years. God damn, I need to get rid of this nigga.
Nobody cares. Moving on. Sean has been absent a few weeks because he had stuff going on, family stuff, personal stuff.
Yes, he did.
So we're glad to see your face, Black.
We are glad to see you back in the place.
Catch us up before I go into my position and song for this episode. Catch us up. You corrected me. It's not the Superman. It's the Spider-Man. So tell us about the Spider-Man and the song that you want.
And the song that goes with.
Well, so I believe I told y'all in the beginning that I'm not big on songs, so I don't be doing a song like that. But
program, sir.
Now come on now. Wait, you just grind to the dry?
Right, like
what song or nothing? What
you just listening to your nuts slap or like I'm so confused right now.
Well, me personally, I'd rather hear her than a song. But anyway, if she want to play a song, that's fine. I ain't mad at it. I'm just not the type that's gonna be like, let me put this song on.
We'll get to the point. What's the position?
But with the Spider-Man position, so she lays flat on her stomach.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She tooted up. The man inserts himself, and then she goes back down prone. So he in there, but now while he's in there, he's kind of laying on top of her, but he does a movement which it goes side to side. It touches the wall.
Oh yeah.
But it looks like Spider-Man. If you ever watch Spider-Man when he climbing the building, that's what it looks like when
Wait
you're doing it.
Okay, so back up.
I know that.
Yeah, she's on her stomach.
I never called this.
And he inserts and she lays flat back down. So basically reverse missionary. Okay.
That part.
And then once he's inside, he's doing what now?
He's going
now. He's kind of like going.
Girl, be quiet and let him tell his position.
But
you say what?
She got to cooperate.
Really, if you know what you're doing, and if you got enough of them, all she got to really do is lay there. Because you still stroking.
If he little,
if he little, it ain't really gonna work. It ain't gonna work. But if he got enough of them, he's still stroking. But in a moment, he's going side to side. So when you stroke, you hitting that wall, and then you hitting that wall. Trust me.
Got you.
Trust me. Women love it. Trust me. But I don't know what it is. I've read the Kama Sutra a long time ago, so I don't know if it has an actual name. I just call it Spider-Man because you literally look like Spider-Man while you're doing it, like you climbing the wall. You know what I'm
saying? Learn something new every day. Rob said, hello, folks, and Gypsy makes me want a pour glass. Use your pour glass and tell us what you drinking. What are you drinking, Gypsy? You should tell us what you're drinking. Rob's 2009. What are you drinking, Gypsy? Oh, yeah, I muted you because you was interrupting, Sean. Go ahead.
Girl, shut up. I'm drinking an old-fashioned.
What's in an old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned. I don't know. My Bartesian make it.
Sean, what you drinking?
An old-fashioned is whiskey with citrus bitters. It's they call it old-fashioned. That was like one of the first. But anyway, I ain't gonna get all that.
I wanna make the smoke. I don't know how.
The point is, remember, we share our recipes so people know how to make what we're drinking.
No, he knows what I'm talking about when I say I want to make smoke. Because I've had it with the smoke.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, let me find out this nigga got the shit to make smoke. What? I got to go to Houston.
So you gotta get you a kit. And within the kit, I'm gonna show you.
He got the shit to make the smoke.
Make the smoke. I'm a connoisseur at everything I do.
BFF. That's my BFF.
God said he ain't new to this. He true to this.
Right.
So
that's my BFF right there. What?
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Oh, you gotta show me how to make the smoke because
it's real easy.
I got the stuff to do the ice cube because it's like an ice ball that you either it's the ice ball or the solid big ice cube.
Yeah.
I teach y'all something.
Yeah, cheese and ice.
Yes, you have to like really. It's really it's something special when you have an old fashioned. However, my Bartesian does all the extra shit, but the only thing that I would really like that I actually enjoy when I get it, because y'all know I tell y'all I don't really drink brown, but when I do drink brown, I drink old fashioned. And the thing is that there's like a smoke that comes out of the ice cubes and stuff.
Right. Well, that's why I said tell us what's in it, because we always share the recipe for what we're drinking, so that if somebody wants to make it, because there's like 3 or 4 different ways to make it.
Sean got you. Sean got it.
Girl, look it up.
I know.
I told you I have Bartesian.
Look it up.
I know that's what I was about to say. She has a Bartesian, and so
look it up. Just be easy and look it up. Y'all make it complicated.
It just makes the drink for you.
Y'all made it complicated. Okay, so Sean, here's my suggestion for that position. So I've been playing with music all weekend. Okay, so let me back up. Because we're in the month of love. Let me share this, right? So I was at a bridal shower on Saturday, and I just felt like I had to interject, because the young lady, she was like, Auntie J, thank you. Now, she was only 10 years younger than me, but y'all know I typically am the nurturer in my spaces, right? So I interjected on her behalf, because she's only actually 9 years younger than me. But her mom is one of my besties. And so I was like, this is boring as shit. What kind of bridal party is this? Like, why I feel like we're Okay. So I started playing with music, because I told my friend, I was like, you got to do better. Like, I love you, but you're going to have to do better, because this is her day. So the reason it was kind of boring, you had me. I think there was like maybe a couple of other people that was my age, like 45, 46, 43, 44, stuff like that. Then you had her and her friends, I'll say 35 to 40. And then everybody else, I think, was 50s, 60s, and a couple of 70s, right? Now, one lady,
70s. What?
One lady was a whole diva. Let me tell you something. She reminded me of Eartha Kitt. She was sexy. She looked like she had to be 75. But I said, if I could age like that, I'm doing well. Okay. So, but it was flat, because they were trying to be respectful of the older women. So I pulled my friend to the back. I was like, listen, this ain't it. Number one, your daughter's in her 30s and she's getting married. Everybody in this room has had sex and been fucking for a long time at this point.
That part.
So I understand you're trying to be respectful, but like, what y'all doing? We need to be talking about sexual positions. We need to be recommending mental health tips. We need to be talking about romance, like communication, all the things. Like, stop trying to keep it respectful because of the elders. So I gave her some suggestions, and we turned it around a little bit and ended up having a lot of fun. And baby girl came to me and was like, thank you, Auntie J. Thank you. Because she wanted to spice it up. And I was like, I got you. So anyway, I spent quite a bit playing with some songs, because we ended up creating like a playlist for them, recommending some spicy positions and a whole lot of things. So so I done had quite a bit of fun thinking of the things I want to talk about for the next few episodes. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there, because I think at the end of the day, that's a part of what we should be talking about this month. This is a month of love, right? It's a month of Black history.
It is.
And part of our Black history is resilience and strength and culture and all the things that make us, not just struggle. So we need to be talking about the good things and the powerful things and the beautiful things and the enjoyable things. And sex is one of those things, right? Sex is a healthy part of relationships. Sex is a healthy part of dating if you choose to engage in it. Sex, orgasms, intimacy, joy, pleasure, all that stuff is a healthy part of it.
All of that stuff
is a healthy part of learning your body. So that's why I'm like, hey, come up with some music, because a lot of people vibe off of music. Music is its own form of intimacy and connection, right? So
let's talk about sex, baby.
Hey.
But
So since you ain't got no song, I'm going out.
First, I got OCD and somebody got some background shit playing that's fucking with me.
You hear something?
Yes, I do. It's a TV or something. Something is playing.
Not me, boo. Not me.
It's definitely me.
I'm
you
looking at the screen and nothing's playing. You're not talking.
You the
Because
only
it'll
one.
pick up the noise.
I can hear it though. But anyway,
I don't have it.
Look, I don't be playing music because, like I said, I'd rather hear her, and I like to talk shit, and I ain't trying to yell over no goddamn music.
I'm here for it. You better do it. Okay, so I feel like a song that can go with that position that you so eloquently detailed for us, Sean, would be "Throw It Back" by Chris Brown.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, "Throw It Back" by
like
Chris Brown.
I know.
Hey
like
Major.
Said.
Huh? Hold on one second. Hey Major. Rob said Blanton's and Club coming up. Come on through. Cheers with it. Yeah. Nadina said most bridal babies are whack. I warned the old heads that this is not showers of yesterday, and the first hour was PG, and after food, the old heads were asked to go, or they have been warned. So yeah, so that's why I was like, listen, love you.
Y'all just don't even know. You would really want to do,
but it's a disservice to us. I genuinely feel like it is a disservice to young men and women, really any age, when you're saying you're committing your life to someone, when you're saying that you are getting married, that you are participating in something with someone that's going to involve intimacy, it's a disservice not to talk about it. And I understand wanting to respect our elders, but it is not disrespectful to talk about sex. It's not disrespectful to talk about intimacy.
So how you think you got here? Your elders wasn't always down.
And I think people,
legs crossed.
I think people really don't really understand because I engage people in conversations. I have talked to some older men and older women, and they put me on game like, what? Shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, don't be sitting there thinking, oh, because they older, we gotta be respectful. Nah, first of all, have a conversation with them, and I guarantee they're gonna be like, oh, if y'all ain't know, y'all need to be doing this.
Well, you know it was a little different in this room because they was all like, "Praise the Lord, let's pray over the food." No, that's great. Not on that, but
they the worst one. They the worst one.
They actually the biggest freaks too.
That's what I'm saying. They the worst ones. You think they all praise them?
But in public,
God is good.
those people, the point. But in
those
public,
been the ones that been on the pole before.
Well, they say the longer the dress, the bigger the freak. So I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. Some of the in my younger days, some of the freakiest females I came across was in the church, and they was the ones you'd have thought that they wouldn't never do nothing. Then they say, you like, hold on, slow down, wait, hold on, slow down, wait. You know what I'm saying? That's how they had you. They hemmed your ass up.
I'm with you when you I said.
I hate to say
a lot of it.
I hate to say persona, that, but yeah. Wait,
a lot of it's persona. People want to keep up a character picture, right? They want you to think that they're a certain way. Not, hey, do what you do. But I just felt like this is a celebration of her moving on into the next season and phase of her life. And part of that is being a hoe, a freak in the sheets, a slut in the bedroom, whatever it is that you want to be, baby. If you want to swing from the chandelier, I want to help you do that. So I feel like we can be righteous, we can be holy, we can be just, we can be godly, we can be whatever it is that we want to be and still enjoy sex and healthy exploration and healthy orgasmic experiences. I feel like sex is so underrated. It is taken for granted. So that's why I was like, let me throw that out there. If y'all is around your old heads, like Sean said, ask them questions. But if they not willing to talk, baby, get you a me that will help answer all your questions.
And that don't mean get lured in by the pastor who's married at the pulpit, because you know a lot of their asses be in there like, what? Listen, Tell the truth,
Yeah,
shame the devil. A lot of them
we
are
wasn't going there.
ignoring
We
the
wasn't
man.
going there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, we wasn't
whatever,
going there. But I understand what you
whatever.
mean.
Leave that
I
for
It
am
trash.
happened.
telling the truth.
I know
No,
that
I
you
ain't saying you lying. I just
like to
saying that
go to
we wasn't
the negative
going
side of
there.
things, and we're trying to keep it light. So
Whatever. I'm just trying to say that what I do know is I've been in churches where the pastor had his
Oh my
mistress
God.
and stuff sitting on the
Moving
front row,
on.
and she was pregnant.
Moving on. Throw It Back by Chris Brown, I think would be a dope song to accompany that
She
position.
was throwing it back. That's why she was pregnant by the pastor.
And the song and the recommendations that I'm gonna make before we keep moving on, okay, is so I had Amazon Music playing on the TV and I was jamming while I was getting ready to pop in here, and Ralph Tresvant Sensitivity popped up. I was like, oh, because I ain't heard this song
For
in a long time.
sex.
You
For
need a
sex.
man like me. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Okay,
That's
so
not a sexual song.
girl,
That's a
shut the
simp
fuck up.
song.
I mean, if you in the groove,
That's
it
a
can
simp.
be.
That's a
No,
simp.
No,
it can't. See, it can be because
let him
when you
tell
in
you.
it, mm,
Let him tell you. Let the Lord use you, Sean. No.
I'm just saying, like that song playing, and you got your stroke game right. Trust me, Shorty gonna look at you different when you done. She
I
gonna be like, oh
promise you.
shit, that's my
So
husband.
Sensitivity.
so
Come
the
on
song to
now.
go
That's
with,
so
I mean the
weak.
position to go with this song is, I was trying to look it up because I don't
I
know the
mean,
position names, but I was
I
in the
wouldn't say
low.
that for that position, but I feel you though. But yeah, I
Wait,
probably
what?
would look. Yeah, I
Yeah,
probably would
sensitivity,
look.
girl. That's a little simp song for that position.
Oh my God,
Nah,
Gypsy, listen,
I ain't
girl,
saying it's
stop
simp.
hating.
I'm just saying like for that position. I mean, but see
I'm
that's
not
why
talking
I
about
don't.
for your position, Sean.
Okay, my fault. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
I didn't
when
mean God.
you
I said Chris Brown, throw it back for your position, and then I said
yeah,
I was
yeah.
also recommending a position to go with this song because I was jamming to some music
Okay.
while I was waiting on y'all to pop in here, and that song popped up because I think I clicked it. What is this? Rediscover the '90s R&B. So that song just came up
Okay,
in
so
my feed.
sensitivity, what is the position? So
Ralph
that'll
Tresvant
determine what
sings Sensitivity, and I think the
right.
name of the position is the Lotus. I was trying to research it to figure out
Tell
the
me about it.
appropriate name, but that's
Tell me
basically,
about
I'm
it.
going to describe it as he could be sitting in a chair or on the bed, and the woman can be sitting on his lap facing him, either with her knees bent on the bed
Oh,
or her legs wrapped around him. Your eye to eye, face to face contact. Keep your eyes open the whole time, and really just go with the motion of the song, right? Like let the beat move your body in its own rhythm. But the point is
okay,
to
I
have
can go with
that
that.
intimate connection, and stop calling people fucking simps. Like just because somebody wants to be romantic don't mean he a simp, girl. Like
Okay,
everybody ain't thugging it
well,
out.
And
hold on.
I
But
feel you on that. But me
I
personally,
thought we was going
for
for simp
me,
song. I mean,
I'll be like, oh,
non-simp
juvenile, slow roasted for me. You know what I'm saying?
song.
That would be me. But hey, I feel you though.
I know, right?
Well,
I'm just
so
I'm just
another one.
saying.
I
Okay,
got another one. Hold on, because I got to go back through my song history. Let me see. It was oh dog, it came on earlier while I was in the car. Uh
you was in the car doing what? You had the rose. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
My
not
bad.
even gonna play with you.
My bad.
I don't
Sip, sip,
uh
no talk. Sip, sip, no talk.
She on one tonight.
wait a minute.
That's what
Okay.
happens when I pregame.
Okay, so another song that came on was Leg Shaking by R. Kelly.
Oh
And
shit! No, we ain't gonna talk about R. Kelly. You know he a better man. Oh, I'm sorry.
listen,
My bad.
you know what, Gypsy? Not tonight.
My
See,
bad. My
see,
bad.
you got to separate the man from the music.
Sean, you full of shit.
Y'all know one of my favorite songs is Please Me by Cardi B and Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Okay, clearly you know that one. Okay.
Oh
So,
wait,
She outside. She outside, y'all. She outside.
How about it, Sean? Because how about that was the song that fucking popped in my mind. Outside, pussy good. I was like, oh, my bad. My bad. Wait,
it's
I was
She outside, yo. She outside.
I was outside.
Have either one of you heard this song? Before we move on into tonight's topic, into the questions for tonight's episode, have either one of you heard this song called Lizzo by
No,
it's by Lizzo.
No, it's called
Lizzo. No. I know what song she's talking about. I heard it. It's been a minute, but I know what song you're talking about.
It's called Lizzo, because it came up in the rotation in that something I had clicked in Amazon, and it just was playing. Oh, Wetter by Twista is another one. But it came on by Lizzo. Let me see if I can the title is Lizzo, rather, by some dude. I was like, okay. I heard this one before. Moonwalker, that's his name. Moonwalker.
Yeah, that's who did it. Yeah, no, that's who did it. Yo, his shit is fire. Like, I love his shit.
It was dope.
You gotta listen to his repertoire, because his shit that nigga be spitting. Because
he was pretty dope. I
she got a but that's okay. She gonna let a real nigga hit it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that nigga is fire. I love that nigga.
So tonight's episode is all about pleasure. And Gypsy, when we were mapping this out, because we just kind of picked some stuff without you, Sean, my boy.
We did, because Sean didn't show up to the damn pregame.
I'm sorry. Like,
no, you had stuff going on. It's understandable.
No, we love you, baby. We love you.
I was in morning, and
and we understand.
I woke up and was like, shit.
It's
but
all
hey,
good.
But it's cool though. But hold on, wait. I got a public service announcement.
Yes, sir.
So for the old fashioned, what you need is some bourbon, some
bitters,
simple syrup, and some aromatic bitters, and then you can garnish it. Now most people use an orange. Me personally, I would probably use like grapefruit, but any citrus would do.
I like an orange. Yeah, I like the orange. But to be honest with you, y'all, like, I love an old fashioned. I usually order it when I go to restaurants. They usually garnish it with orange peel and a blueberry. But at home, well, I ain't got that kind of time.
You just like, fuck it.
I'm like, fuck it. Like, so I let my damn bartesian do the work, and then I put that shit on ice, and I'm good. But seriously though, an old fashioned is actually the way to go if you're not a brown drinker, because of the fact that it kind of dilutes it down a little bit with the bitters and stuff. So that is the way to go if you're not a brown drinker. I actually drink white all the time. For those of you who watch the podcast all the time, you know I'm a white drinker. I like vodkas and I like rum. Fuck you, nigga. No, you stop. No, but I like vodkas and I like rums, because no, seriously though, truthfully, I got into the whites because I was trying to minimize my sugar content. And after that, when I started drinking browns, I really didn't feel good. I seriously really didn't feel good because of the fact that I drink white all the time, right? And so that is something that you should know, especially if you are like, this is a PSA for those of you who are diabetic.
Pre-diabetic, that is true.
If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, brown is not good for you. Brown has a lot of sugar in it. So you need to find you a white combination, like a rum, a gin, a vodka. I mean, a white rum if you're going to drink a rum, a vodka, a gin. But whiskey's not your friend. Not your friend.
I will say
Right.
this: if you use a lot of, if you drink brown regularly, use a lot of ice. And I know, oh, it
That
waters
part.
it down. It does water it down, but at the same time,
Right.
it's a reason for doing that shit.
Right. Because the thing is if you are a diabetic, you need to water it down. Because or you need to get a brown that's like cured in like a wine vat or something like that. If you just really want that taste, get you a vodka that's cured in a wine vat or something like that.
So
But
so
but
now
try not to get the brown.
you get into particulars because now if you get
Right.
it if it's cured in a wine vat, it's got to be a non-fired wine vat. And if you know what a fired
Right.
vat is, you know what I'm saying. So because when you fire it, that's so it's a lot of complexities to this shit.
It's a lot of complexities to this shit, but the bottom line is you'll be able to you can feel the difference if you um are diabetic or you don't really drink browns. You can actually feel the difference if it's a non-fired versus a fired um vat, wine vat. And so yeah, there's those things. And see, I got my little spoiled baby. He's sitting here
And
just
that's why he's
chilling.
spoiled. Put his ass down.
I No, go to hell.
Moving
That's
on.
why that's
Rob
why
Go to
he's
said,
hell.
"Spell
spoiled.
it, Gypsy." Rob, what was Gypsy saying? And then a breeze named me. I like it. Said, "I prefer dark liquors. I also drink lots of water when I drink because I don't like hangovers." As you should, Shorty Rob.
Well, if you don't drink cheap liquor, like okay, so we're gonna give you another PSA. If you
No, no,
don't
no.
drink cheap liquors, you're not
Water
gonna
is
have
always
hang.
water is always required, no matter what you drink. Now, yeah, drinking cheap liquor
Exactly,
does
but if you drink
does
cheap
give
liquor,
you a
you don't
fucked
have
up
hangover.
hangover, but you can get a hangover off of expensive liquor, is according
Um,
to how much you drink. But
You
water
do
is
need to drink some
always
water.
required.
can we stop offending people, Gypsy, and stop being so fucking bougie? Cause what the hell are you talking about right now? If they stop drinking cheap liquor, girl, stop throwing shots. They ain't even did nothing to you. Moving on.
Well, I'm just saying
Drive
if you drink,
by, drive by.
I'm just saying if you drink Cisco, expect a Cisco goddamn hangover.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying, like
Who the
my
fuck
mom
is
Moving
used to
drinking?
say.
on.
Ain't nobody 18, 19 years old.
Mad Dog 2020.
Ain't nobody
Expect that
18, 19
hangover.
years old.
Listen, you'd be
Moving
surprised how
on.
many people still drink that shit.
Uh, moving on. Stop throwing shots at the people. They ain't even did nothing to you. They
I ain't
said I
throwing
am
no shots.
tackling.
Listen, I am not throwing no shots because
So,
shots are expensive.
said your boy said, let me give a shout out to them. They have a dope podcast
Okay,
as well called Thoughts from Your
Sam,
Boy Said.
what
And he
is
said
your
dark
dark
liquor all
liquor?
day.
So what is your dark liquor said? I miss your boy
Yeah,
said. Yeah, we have got to
I'm,
do
I'm,
our
I'm
little shit
drinking,
together.
I'm drinking some Appleton
Whiskey,
Estate.
bourbon, or
Whiskey,
signal
bourbon, and
or
cognac.
cognac.
Yeah,
So, okay.
I'm drinking some Appleton Estate, some signature edition. That's rum.
What? I
If you
actually
know
have
Appleton
yeah,
Estate.
I
Okay,
actually have
well, hey
Jim
guys, let
Beam.
me butt in for just a second before we lose Say because I think they're live tonight as well. So before
Mm-hmm.
you leave your podcast tonight, said do me a favor and get with Dysfunctional and ask him when do you all want to come on here live with us this month because this is the
Absolutely.
month of relationships, love, Black history, culture, all the things. So
Let's
this
do
is
the let's do
girl.
the
Can I finish the sentence?
Valentine's. Hold on, let's do the Valentine's edition
Real.
together.
She been pre gaming.
Let's
I
let's
forgot.
do the
My
Valentine.
bad.
Let's do the Valentine's edition together.
Okay, so
Said
just so you know what you're agreeing to, if you decide to do the Valentine's Day edition with us, said
No holds barred.
we are talking about Wednesday before Valentine's Day. We're doing our normal Monday night, but we're also going to do a special edition that Wednesday, and we're going to be recommending sexual positions, songs to go with them, and date night and romantic ideas as well as games, all the
come
fun
on,
things.
said
After dark
come through,
edition.
come through.
So he said he liked the drink called Old Fashioned. Yeah, she was talking about that.
That's what I was drinking, babe. That's what I
And
was drinking.
then Breeze said Elijah Craig, Evan Williams, Buffalo Trace. I like them all. Whiskey Pig is a good one as well.
You got good taste. You got good taste.
Listen, we like Top Shelf. Top Shelf really does not, like, I hate to say it, y'all, but save your money and get you at least one Top Shelf drink instead of 3 bottom shelf drinks. Like, for real, because
if you
hold on, Gypsy. Okay, so let us know if y'all want to do next Wednesday, the 11th. We'll be going live at 6 o'clock. Get with Disc and let us know if y'all want to come on through and join on screen with us and be in the hot seats with us. Since y'all are local, I can always come hang out with you all because I know y'all like to meet in person sometimes too. So let us know. Anyway, moving on to tonight's topic. So y'all forgive Sean because he wasn't in these topics that we chose for this month because he was dealing with family stuff. So these might be a little bit more girly in nature, but hey, y'all rolling with the shit now. So let's keep it going.
I'm gonna bring the testosterone. Don't worry about it.
Bring the testosterone. So tonight's topic, Gypsy chose sex, love, and rock and roll. So we want to talk about pleasure. We want to talk about pleasure and the ooey, the good. There was a couple of questions that I did post in our chat that we're going to answer tonight as well. But I do want to throw this out here before we get to the questions. So I was scrolling on Facebook and I see this dude shared this post and I was like, oh my God. So he looked like he's in his 40s or his 50s. I mean, handsome, nice looking dude. But he basically did a post and I'm hoping it was just to go viral. I hope he really didn't mean this stupid shit. But he said, he was like, yo, ladies, I'm tired of being a YN. Y'all should know what a YN is at this point. I'm tired of being a YN.
You ain't no fucking YN if you old. But anyway, go ahead. My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, she just said the quiet part out loud, but I understand, dude.
I'm just saying, you ain't a YN if you old. I don't give a fuck what you fucking look like. If you old, you are not a fucking YN.
Oh my God.
You think you a YN. You are not a YN. To the people who are looking for a YN, your ass is a fucking old school. You are a fucking old school sugar daddy.
Can I have a microphone back now?
Okay, my bad. Here you might.
Okay. So he was basically saying, and I'm paraphrasing because I couldn't find it to go back and screenshot it. I clicked off it too fast. But he was basically saying, now this was his word. I'm tired of being a YN. I'm an ON now. And I'm tired of being in the streets and being a hoe. And now going back to the paraphrasing, I just want to settle down and find me a good woman to love me and enjoy my home with and blah, blah, blah.
That nigga looking for a nurse.
So he was like,
that nigga looking for a nurse.
Snatching the microphone.
My bad.
So he was like, ladies, come get your husband so we can be at home and happy together before I heal too much and be out there in the streets again. And I was like,
that nigga looking for a nurse.
Right.
That nigga looking for a nurse.
And I was like, no, we good. We good. Sean, we don't want you over here
that nigga looking for a nurse. Listen, let me tell you something. When the dick don't work no more, they start looking for somebody that can understand that the dick don't work.
Everything gotta be so
hold on. They understand that the dick don't work and that nigga having a stroke. My bad.
Well, so I've seen a lot of older men that the dick still does work. I've been doing home health and working with disabled clients for 26 years at this point.
Hold on, slow down. You hold on, wait, slow down. No, slow down. You gotta say pause when you say that. that sound like you was out there like, oh, this dick still works.
There you go, boy.
Okay.
There you go, spoiling the mother. See, that's why they fucking spoiled. I don't want to hear shit else about them being spoiled. Hey,
these are my babies.
Hey, I ain't even gonna say that, but anyway, that's why they spoiled. But anyway, like
a YN is
is crazy work. That shit is diabolical. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm a YN. Nigga, you ain't no YN. Fuck out of here.
Wait, Bree said, yeah, your boy said I can co-sign Hibiki too. Okay, so back to so I read through some of the comments, and it's funny because the ladies was giving them the business. So I commented, and I was like, yeah, we the female delegation vote. No, we don't want you. Go back to where you came from. Because you sound like an old car ad trying to convince somebody to buy you before you break down. Like, we don't want to do that.
Well, we as the real nigga delegation, we don't want you. So I don't know where you're gonna go.
Right.
Hey.
Your ass go in the just in case pile.
I mean, hey, you go. I don't know. Go hang out with your boy Trump or something. Do something like that. I don't know, but yeah.
Just in case, and I got the blue pill.
So now it's different if you got somebody, because I remember this conversation happened when David Banner started saying that he was looking for his wife. He wanted to settle down and have some kids. Because I think David Banner's 50, 51, something like that.
Listen, David Banner.
But it's a different conversation when you working out, you taking care of yourself, you're eating healthy, your mindset is right. Like, you understand that you've been working and building a career, building a legacy, doing what you got to do to have a strong foundation. He's been instrumental in a lot of our cultural conversations. Like, okay,
but he's still a fucking
sense. But if you're just like, yo, I've been out there hoeing and now I want to settle down, that's a whole different kind of conversation. So I was like, let me throw that out here and see what y'all think, because I just feel like
DB is still a fucking nigga.
What?
DB is still a fucking nigga.
Houseway.
Oh, okay. So
thank you.
Because I don't know him personally, so I can't say what he is or not. All I can say is what I see visually.
Just a disclaimer, you know, she's been pre-gaming, so you know her thoughts and views are not the thoughts and views of the podcast itself.
Bullshit.
We just
He's a fuck.
Put that out there.
Fuck nigga doing fuck nigga shit.
I mean, hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But as I said, we don't align with those thought processes, and you know. So.
Okay.
Whatever.
Thank you, Sean. I was going to call you John. Goddamn. Thank you, Sean, for that aptly needed disclaimer.
I'm just saying, hey, that man is that man. Whatever he's doing is what he's doing. When
right. He doing rich nigga shit.
Back in the day when he was hitting, and whatever he's doing now is what he's doing. If he looking for a wife, he looking for a wife. I can't. I mean, hey, it is what it is.
Rich nigga shit after he done got through fucking through everybody in the neighborhood. He doing rich nigga shit.
Bree said, laughing my ass off, you know you lit when the disclaimer comes out, because what? Yeah, we...
Man, listen.
If y'all watching this for any length of time, y'all already know at this point.
I don't give a fuck if they give a disclaimer. I'm not giving a disclaimer, and I'm the one saying this shit.
And that's what the disclaimer said.
I said what I
and that's what the disclaimer said. Those are your views, and we not taking nothing away from you. Have your views.
Yep. Moving on, because we've been on here for quite a bit already, and we ain't even got to the point of the show.
All right, let's get to the meat of the situation.
I need some water.
What did you want to talk about, Gypsy? Because you, my God. This was your topic tonight. What did you want to talk about with sex, love, and rock and roll, and talking about pleasure and rebellion?
Okay, so pleasure and rebellion. Like, people don't understand that sometimes sex is just sex. It's not like we want a commitment. We just want good sex. And don't confuse the two. Stop trying to bring commitment to a temporary situation. I'm just saying, because this is a thing that a lot of people, and I say people, don't understand. Is there are some women who get into a point in life when They actually just want a temporary situation. You're not permanent. We don't even see you as permanent. You don't even have permanent fucking qualities. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry. But hey, it is what it is.
I think you need to repeat the disclaimer, Sean, when she's done.
Whatever. I'm just saying there are times where you don't have permanent qualities. And so, yeah, we don't see you as permanent. We see you as temporary. You may think that you can be permanent because you lay the pipe right, but okay, I could speak for me. There are times when I know that I'm in it for sex. My mind is saying it's just sex. And I don't give a fuck what you do. You're just a release. And unfortunately, there are men who think that there are women that don't think like that. And that's a problem because there are men who think that every woman attaches emotional baggage to sex. And we don't all do that.
So clarify when you say emotional baggage, because that, yeah.
When I say emotional baggage, what I mean is you think that because we give you coochie that we are spoiled. And we ain't spoiled, honey. We thirsty. Just for the thigh out. Just for the thigh out. And then once you do the thigh out, get the fuck on. Bye.
Who was it that came up with the term Thanos dick? I'm trying to remember who said that. Was it Michael?
It was Sean. It was
Sean?
It was a motherfucking Sean.
Wait, Sean looking like he didn't say that.
No, I'm looking like how did you not know that I'm the one that said this shit? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Hold on, wait. I got a bunch of questions. First of all, you can enter into it thinking. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm just because of what you said. My brain is just like it's just going. So first of all, so a nigga got you digmatized, you still gonna be like, oh, it's
I ain't motherfucking dick. Listen, the thing is, it's just because I go into it and I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is for the dick experience. And then because he can lay it down good, you think I'm digmatized? No.
I ain't saying every nigga gonna digmatize you.
Hold on, Sean.
I ain't saying that.
Just because he laid the pipe right, don't mean nobody's digmatized. That just means I want it again. That don't mean I'm digmatized. Listen, don't get the
see, no. That's why I chose that word specifically. When a nigga got you digmatized, I ain't talking about just he got some good dick and you enjoy it. No, I'm talking about when he got you digmatized. You mean to tell me you ain't gonna be considering and second guessing?
Okay, let me get your definition of digmatized. Go ahead. Come on, I'm listening.
When he lay it down so good, you fucking doing whatever the fuck you doing, and you think about it, and now your drawers wet.
That don't mean I'm gonna fucking want to keep him around. That just means I'm gonna want to fuck him. In order
to keep fucking him, you gotta keep him around. I don't understand.
No. That's a difference. That don't mean I want to keep him for the long term. Listen, that don't mean I want to keep him for the long term just because I like his sex.
It's the best dick you done had in 15, 20 years.
It got
you doing some new shit that you didn't even know you could do.
That still don't mean I want to be committed. That just means I want to be fucked good.
Now I'm not saying like you want to be in a committed relationship like that, but at the same
Jesus,
time,
that's what you just said.
No. I said a nigga got your digmatized. I ain't say committed relationship. Those two different things.
Dickmatized will get you there.
But dickmatized will make you keep that nigga around and not fuck with nobody else.
But no, that don't mean no. Just because you ain't fucking with nobody else don't mean you ain't fucking with nobody else. What I'm saying is, hey, I may not be fucking nobody else, but that don't mean I ain't fucking with nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's check out what.
Two different.
Let's check those comments. Let's check those comments.
Yeah. Bree said, keeping it a bean. I think both parties enter a situation with expectations voiced to otherwise. I have to wholeheartedly agree with you. Keeping someone around is lightweight. Committing to something, gotta go with you when you're right on that.
Go to hell. Go to hell.
And Bree said, no, you're committing to allowing a person your time, space, body, etc. Exactly. Whether you're committing to them as a sex buddy, fun buddy, freak buddy, friend with benefits,
no,
friends who are fucking relationship or some sort of whatever label you put on it, there's some type of commitment if you choose to keep engaging with a person. Now let me jump in and say this, that I also think, going back, keeping it a buck, you said both parties into a situation with expectations voiced to otherwise. I agree. I think this is where the issues come in at, because a lot of the times we don't say what we want, we don't say what we're feeling, we don't speak on our voice, put it on the table. We think people understand, we assume a lot of things, we hold back a lot of things, and that's where the hurt feelings come in at, right? So that actually leads to perfect segue. I'm going to cut y'all for a minute, Gypsy, and segue to these two questions. Actually 3 questions, because I think I forgot to put one of them in the chat, but 2 of them I know that I put in the chat for you guys to look at so you could think on what your thoughts were. Bree said, don't get me wrong, I'm all for a cutting, though I have to be real with myself and admitting to what I'm signing up for. Right. And that's because at the end of the day, feelings can change. And if feelings change, you gotta speak on it and tell them. Even if you both agree this ain't nothing but sex, over time, somebody's feelings is likely going to change. And when it changes, you gotta talk about it in order to figure out, do you continue to have fun together? Do you go your separate ways? Do you acknowledge that it's growing and let it grow into something? Do you shut it down? Like, again, communication.
I don't know.
Well, we not asking you because we understand you've been pre-gaming. Moving on. So, and let me apologize, Sean, Master Grand Flex of the old podcast with the sexual prowess. I am so sorry that I did not give you credit for the Thanos dick comment. I really thought it was Michael that said it, because I thought it happened when him and Q was still on here with us. So my bad. I'm giving you full credit, y'all. Sean said that. Okay. Question. So, question 1, if you're dating someone new, do you have conversation about whether you date one person at a time or whether you date multiple people at a time? That's part 1. And part 2, if one person is only dating you, do you continue to be open to dating others until a conversation of exclusivity? Or do you pause everyone else and match their pace of only dating them? That's the first question, part 1 and 2. You shaking your head.
Well, I actually go with me, and my whole thing is, if we ain't had no conversation, I'm doing me. I'm doing me.
I told y'all she was for the streets, but But anyway, I mean, that's a conversation that needs to be had up front, and you got to find out the compatibility levels of each person, because if you're dating, you need to let it be, hey, I'm dating, I'm not just seeing you, I'm seeing other people, because I'm just dating, I'm not looking to be locked down and nothing like that, and I'm seeing. And you also got to have that conversation about it, especially if you're being intimate with them. Are you being intimate with other people? So they need to know that. That's shit you gotta share.
Wait, but see, that's where people get it wrong. Just as you're dating is going out, getting to know people, and vetting people. Now fucking, that's different.
That's what I just said. Did I not just say that? I said you gotta let them know if
Sean,
you're dating. If you're dating other people, you gotta let them know
Sean,
that. And
just
then if
saying.
you be intimate with multiple people, you gotta let them know that. I just said that. I mean, I'm not understanding.
Sean, you my best friend, but I'll come down there and I'll choke your ass out. You won't be on nobody's podcast no more because you be gone.
I mean, hey, a lot of people they had hopes and aspirations, and that's great. Have those things, but that would never happen.
Okay, so now my thing is there is dating and there's fucking. And you need to clarify. Don't ask me if I'm dating people when you mean am I fucking other people. Say that. Am I dating other people? Probably. Am I fucking other people? Probably not. But ask the question so you can get the right answer. Shut the fuck up, Sean.
Now I'm listening to the comment. You gotta pull that last comment up because that's funny as shit.
Bree said, "Mama needs some milk." I need some of what she's sipping on. Listen,
listen.
They need some milk. They need some milk. That's my shit. That's my favorite shit. That's why that shit was so funny.
Listen, I'm just saying, like, there's a difference, and you need to ask the right question if you want the right answer.
No, that's true.
Like seriously, if you want to know, am I fucking somebody else? You better ask that. If you're asking, am I going out on dates? Dates is going out to eat, hanging out with the person, getting to know them, those kind of things. Those are dates. Fucking is different.
And some people feel like head is just a date.
I don't give head to dates.
But hey, that's what I'm saying. Some people feel like
one of my experiences.
Dates don't get head.
You know what's funny about that? It was a different question somebody posted in one of the little ladies groups I'm in, women's groups. I don't even know what the question was at this point, but one of the chicks in the comment was like, "I give head on the first date. Shit, what is we talking about?" And everybody was kind of like, "Oh."
I'm gonna tell you why. No, okay, so let me tell you why. Because a lot of people feel like if they give head, that's not really sex. That's
whatever.
Just,
but
right.
People feel that way. No, people really feel that way.
Like, yeah, they used to say that in high school.
They really think that that's not sex because you can't get pregnant off a head.
Well, back in high school, a lot of people did it because they felt like I still have my virginity. Like it's crazy as hell to me, but hey,
that's what I'm saying. You can't get pregnant, you still got your virginity, and you get to see what he's working with.
Yeah, no. So
I'm just saying they don't realize you can get bumps on your lips from fucking head. I'm sorry.
Right. She's
I say that you can get bumps on the lips, that part.
Oh my God. Bree said, I'm tired of the gymnastics with that. Oral sex is sex, period. That's what I'm saying. Like, if any part of your fluid is exchanged with another person, that's sex. That's intimacy.
I understand you, and I say that too, because let me tell you something. Everybody don't get head. Now, I'll fuck you all day. Everybody don't get head, and everybody don't kiss me.
Nope, I'm not. Nope. And so,
and I'm telling you, those are like for me, those are the two like intimacy zones that a lot of people don't really understand that those are intimacy zones. Like physical sex to me is a physical release.
It's just something to do.
Not right. Like and
It don't mean shit.
Okay,
I'm just out. I'm just out here trying to get mine. I hope you get
I'm
yours. If
finna,
you don't, I don't give a fuck.
I'm finna be candid with y'all. I love y'all. I'm finna be candid with y'all. So
No,
if
if
you
it's
come
gonna be too
across,
personal and you're gonna regret it later, please don't share it right now because you've been
I'm not
pre-gaming.
gonna regret it later.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not gonna regret it later. The thing is listen, there are people out here who don't think of sex as something as prized as other people. And the reason that they don't think about it is because of their background. Now, whatever that background may be, but because of their background, they don't think as physical sex as the same way as other people. It is what it is. Take that the way you want to take that. But there are other parts of them that they hold sacred because they knew that when they engaged in whatever that physical sex was, they did not have they didn't kiss, so that wasn't as intimate. They didn't do oral sex or those kind of things. And so there are those kind of things that are considered separate from the physical sex. And the physical sex says they're like, it is what it is. It's okay, whatever. So for everybody, there's a different threshold. For some people, oral sex is not a big deal to them, but physical sex is something different to them, right? So everybody, like I said, everybody has a different threshold, and you need to respect whatever their threshold is, and you need to respect whatever they consider their intimacy button. But for me, hey, we can fuck all day.
That's cool. But yeah, I need head. I'm gonna tell you what. I put a shorty out one time because she was giving me head and I slapped on the ass. She was like, "Did you slap me on the ass?" I said, "Hell yeah, 'cause that's what I like." And she, "Oh no, you can't do that." I was like, "Oh well, you got to go," and I ain't give a fuck.
That's
Cause
cold-blooded.
yo, I'm in.
But that's what I'm
Look,
saying.
I like what I like, and if you don't like what I like, we can't fuck with each other. So why even pretend? Get the fuck
And
out of here.
that's the whole thing.
Hey,
It's
you
where
like it, I love you.
conversations come in. That's where conversations come in.
Right. I think conversations should be had before that happens because, like, putting her
Well,
out while she had the dick in her mouth, like, that's crazy.
sometimes it just happens.
Sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't.
I'm just saying,
That
sometimes
part.
it happens. Sometimes you sitting there chilling, and next thing you know, she like pulling your dick out, and you like, I'm not gonna stop you, but okay,
Okay.
Right.
So
it happens sometimes.
yeah, that's diabolical. But hey, you like it, I love it. To go back to what Bree said, tired of the mental gymnastics, oral sex is sex. I'm agree with you on that. I think anything, now let's be clear, intimacy is different from penetrative sex, but sex can be defined in
It
different
is.
ways based on the two people engaging in it, right? And so I feel like when you're swapping fluids, that's sexual. That's just how I look at it. That doesn't mean that it's right. My thought on the question was I can only base it on like my own lived experience. And I remember, in the past I had a fun buddy and we had been friends, and it was somebody that I just felt like I would never look at in a romantic way. But, well, no, and that's not being ugly. Like he was an attractive guy. I mean, he, on paper, he was a great guy and probably a great
He
catch.
didn't realize how much he laid it down. It didn't matter. He wasn't going nowhere past his line. Oh, I'm sorry.
So we had, but before anything ever happened, we were friends. We had open conversation about it. Like, hey, so we're both working a lot. We both got needs. We could try this. this is all it will ever be. I don't sleep with more than one person at a time. So I was very clear with that. Like, hey, if I choose to engage in this with you, I'm not sleeping with anybody else. Now, I may go out on dates with other people, but I'm not physically sleeping, kissing, doing anything with anybody else. And same on your side. And if that changes, feel free to let me know. And I graciously bow out so you can do whatever with whoever, whenever. Right. So we had our little fun, you know, over a period of time. But in that period of time, I did start kind of just dating here and there. And I remember telling this guy that I started going out on some dates with, and he just point blank asked, like, hey, are you dating anybody? Are you being intimate with anybody? And I'm very upfront. I don't lie. I don't want to beat around the bush. I'm going to give it to you and you can decide what you want to do with it. So I let him know, like, hey, I do have a fun buddy. I'm not dating anybody seriously at the moment. Whenever it gets to the point that I feel like I start to like someone else, that's going to stop. And that's going to be a conversation that I'm going to have with that person out of respect. Like, hey, I feel like I'm starting to like someone, blah, blah, blah. I was very upfront with him. Whenever I shut that down, I'm not jumping into bed with anybody else immediately. So don't get any ideas about that. And he was fine with that. Like, we started to date, hang out. When I felt like I started to like him, I shut the other situation down. We had an upfront, honest conversation. You know what I'm saying? And me and the guy dated for a few months before anything transpired physically. And he, you know, was fine with that. And then when he, you know, I think he had been dating some other people, when he felt like, hey, he wanted to pursue something exclusive, we sat down and had that conversation and decided to date each other exclusively and, you know, work towards a relationship and building something. And so I said all that to say that I feel like I don't know that there's a right or wrong. That's just how it makes sense to me. Like, be honest, be upfront about whatever your intentions are, whatever your needs are, whatever your boundaries are. But one thing that I've learned recently is everybody doesn't want the same level of honesty. And so I think that that's a different type of experience to navigate as well. For me, I'd rather you tell me so I know what I'm working with.
It's not that they don't want it, Jay. It's not that they don't want it. It's that they can't handle it like they thought they could.
No, most people cannot handle the truth point blank, period.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they thought they could. Because even when they be thinking like I want to know this, and then when you tell them, they still fucked up because they didn't really want to know that. They were hoping the answer was going to be the opposite of what the answer really was.
So I remember what Benny used to say: people like for you to lie to them, and you know that is what it is too. I mean, there may be a lot of truth in that, and I do agree with that sometimes. I just feel like when you're up again, I'm not saying I'm right. I just feel like when you're honest and you're upfront about something, it gives you the ability to talk through it and figure out where both people or the people, because it might be more than two people, the people in that circumstance are going, what they want, what they need, again, what your boundaries are, what you're not okay with. If you want something different, it's your opportunity to speak on it. But again, I've recently learned that not everybody wants the same level of honesty. So
exactly.
I think that's a challenge in dating, is when you're dating somebody new, you're having to figure out where that line is.
In this world of clicks and likes and rage bait, most people can't handle the truth. They do want to be lied to. They want their shit to be pumped up. They want their head to be fluffed up. So yeah, so especially if you're a person that tells the truth,
yeah,
you know, most of the time it's gonna like you come out with the short end of the stick. But for real, you avoided a fucking situation, because if you actually had gotten involved with that, it would have been fucked up.
Yeah, most people can't handle the truth. In the words of Jack Nicholson,
you can't handle the truth. Is that the movie?
That's true.
Okay.
Yep. And that's true. A lot of people can't handle the truth. They say they want the truth, but then when they get the truth, they spend nights questioning the truth. Does that make sense?
I feel like that's exactly what happened to me.
Up in the middle. They be up in the middle of the night questioning the truth and be like, you know, the person told you the truth, but now you got a problem with it because they told you the truth. and their truth. And their truth may not be your truth. So I'm at a point in life now. Listen, I got more years behind me than I got in front of me.
So you can be outside all the time now, huh?
Fuck you. Yeah, but you right. Outside, then get outside. Oh, let me stop. But no, but like seriously, there are some people who can't handle that. Because I am at that age now. I don't want nobody that got no fucking little kids at home because I don't got no fucking little kids. And so when I get ready to go, I ready to go. There's a lot of things that I just don't want that are not, they're on my little checkbox thing, right? And when I look at it, if you got some of those, nah. And see, that's the thing, is there are people who are not honest about their non-negotiables.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And they're not honest about their non-negotiables because of the fact that they think, well, I'm not going to get anybody if I, don't bend on these. Fuck that. You might get somebody, but he might be younger. Or you might get somebody, or he might be old.
What did you say? They make a rose for that?
They sure do. The only thing the rose don't do is shovel snow. Fuck them.
Oh my God.
You can always get you a snow. You can always get you a snow blower.
So, they've been doing that. Post has been making the rounds on Facebook as well.
It sure has.
Like, ladies, y'all wanted the rose all summer long, and now that it's cold and snowing outside, you want to bang. Get that rose and shovel that driveway.
I'll pay your ass to clear the driveway, and the rose will still be taking care of business.
Oh, Jesus. Yep. Okay, so moving to the next question. I got 2 more questions to go. 2 more questions to go. Okay.
Okay, come on. Go with the other question. Okay.
If your communication with someone is struggling, you're newly dating and learning each other, but the mental and emotional intimacy seems to be on point, do you try to work together and learn one another's language? Or do you just let it go and say it's not going to work? For context, for context that you know of, you're on the same page about 85 to 90% of your life goals, short and long-term goals, and philosophy, etc. No real arguments. You both already started feeling like this is possibly your person, but there was a missed opportunity on both sides to communicate how you felt, and it caused some confusion and hurt feelings.
And that depends on where you come from. Because if you come from a point of this is me, like the allegiance, versus a point of I'm trying to understand you and I hope you try to understand me. That's what makes the difference right there. That's not complicated at all.
I would agree with you. So my response to that would be, I feel like if you, and again, as I always tell you, I ain't saying I'm right or wrong. This is just how it makes sense to me. I feel like if you meet somebody that for all intent and purposes, you rocking with them, you're vibing, the energy's great, the intimacy's great, the mental connection is great. Like everything that you want, this person is bringing to the table, and everything that they want, you're bringing to the table. I feel like communication is the bedrock of a strong relationship, but also a very simple thing to fix when both parties are willing. Again, both people, or however many people are involved, because it might be polyamorous or whatever, however many people are involved in that experience, I think, shut up, Sean. I think that communication is a very simple thing to fix when you have 2 willing parties, like you said, that genuinely want to get to know each other and want to build something. I think it's an easy cop-out if you come to the table with this is me, take it or leave it, or you feel like you're right and they're wrong. to just point the finger at them and look at them as the accountable person, but lack the accountability on your side of things. Like, okay, well, what can I do to help fix it? So that's how I look at that.
But that be the issue, because a lot of people feel like that's who they are, like it or lump it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when you be like, this is how what you did made me feel. Well, I didn't mean that. That's not what that meant. Why you think that's what that, like? According, just my experience is, when somebody says X, Y, Z, it means A, B, and C.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of saying, okay, I didn't mean that, let me break it down to what I meant. If you want to go hardcore, like, well, you stupid thinking like now, okay, yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
Watch what they do, not what they say.
Right? Because it could be the person that said something, doubling down on what they said, but it could also be the person that heard it, doubling down on how they take it.
No.
Both parties will
watch what they do.
Say,
watch what
hey, let's communicate through it and find the compromise. What now, Gypsy?
And that's my point. No matter
what
side,
they do and not what they say.
No matter what side you stand on, if you're willing to actually discuss it and talk it out, that's my thing. Now, if you're gonna be steadfast and this is my position and fuck that,
right?
Then you need to just go ahead and move on.
Let it go. Right. Yeah, don't keep a person on the hook knowing that you're not going to change or that you're not willing to compromise and meet in the middle.
Don't keep me as a just in case.
But I hear you when you say watch what they do and not what they say. But see, I'm on the flip side of that. And this is why I advocate for people being willing to learn each other's communicative styles. Because for me, you can show me action all day, but I miss a lot of social cues. They don't always make sense to me the same way that they make sense to other people, right? And so I have to have words because I'm cerebral. I'm cognitive. You got to be able to explain it to me and break it down and show me. When I see those two things lining up, that's when it tracks and it makes sense for me.
Okay.
That's why I take the time to explain things to people, because I am so much in my head. Like I have to use my words, because sometimes my actions are scattered or chaotic because whole ADHD over here. Like it and that's not an excuse. I mean, it is what it is, but it literally means your brain is wired different. You know what I'm saying? And so I think we have to take that into account. Not just for that, but if it's a person with health issues, if it's a person that's dealt with abuse as a child, if it's a person whose parents were never married, or their parents divorced, or their parents were married 3 and 4 times each, like all of those things. What culture does that person come from in their community? Where were they born in the world? Because different locations create different cultural type experiences. What are their religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs? Like all of those things plays a role in how two people, or again, I want to hold space because I know that people in our audience are in different polyamorous, non-exclusive, non-monogamous, whatever, right? So I want to hold space for all that too. But I think that you have to be willing to figure out, how does this person communicate? One of the things you were wanting to talk about, Gypsy, was love languages, and we're going to get into that in one of the episodes coming up, later this month. But love languages, because love language is not just acts of service and kinds of gifts. Like, and I've been teaching this to people for years. Like, that book came out and it's a great starting point, but there are more than 5 or 6 love languages. Like, food is one of my love languages, like seriously. And it's a running joke in my inner circle that if you want something from me, feed me. That's the way that you're going to get my attention and make me slow down enough to see what it is you're talking about, right? So, like, I just feel like if you are wanting to build something with someone, I think you owe it to yourself and them to figure out how and in what way is this person communicating, and vice versa, and find that way in the middle. And I go back to what Sean said. I think if you're not willing to do that, then let it go, because it's not fair to the person on the hook with, if you know that you're not going to give it your true effort or your 100%. Because would you want somebody playing with your feelings like that is the question, right? And most people are going to say no.
Well, I'm gonna say, I'm not a master chef, but I love food. I'm a foodie. I cook all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if a woman can cook, yeah, you already got me hooked. But head is my love language.
Head is your love language.
I
Okay.
can't stand Sean.
I'm just saying.
Hey.
So and yeah, I don't want no begrudge. No, you gotta love what you do.
Uh,
Cause if you don't
all
love what you
right.
do, I I can tell right away. Like, oh, you just doing this shit. Get the fuck out of here. I don't got no time for you.
So
Ooh,
my
that's
bad. There were
funny.
2 more questions. I thought there was just one more question I had popped in here, but there's 2 more questions. Okay, so um the third question is a lady posted in this group I'm in, and it's quite long, so I'm gonna paraphrase because this is a lot. So long story
Mhm.
short, she is unemployed. She's been dating this guy for quite a bit of time. And he had been asking her to move in for a while, and she finally said yes. Well, he knew that she was unemployed, and they finally agreed to move in. And he kept telling her, according to her, he kept saying, "It's good. I got it. We're fine. You good. That's not even a big issue." She moved in 10 days after she, yeah, 10 days after she moved in. He was like, "All right, so when you gonna start going half on the bills?" First of all, I got a problem with that. Then he
Right.
she was like, "Well, you literally know I'm unemployed." He was like, "All right, I'll give you a break for another month or 2, but you're gonna have to start kicking it in." So for right now, he was asking her to kick in at least $500 a month. But until she finds a full-time job, he said, since you finally found a part-time job, you're gonna need to give like 250, 300. Once you go to full-time, you're gonna have to give 500. Now, mind you, she went from unemployed to making $600 a month part-time, and he wants
Mm-mm.
her to give basically half of her check. He makes,
That's
let
bullshit.
me quote it correctly, he makes $3,000 a month, and the total utilities, bills, everything for the household is about, I'm guessing they rent a small apartment, is about $1,200 a month. I just feel like that's fucking insane
Mm.
that he makes 3,000, she makes 600, went from unemployed to 600, and he wants her to kick in on half. First of all, why
Yeah, that's not
second
good.
of
that's
all,
why
why is it 50? And third of all,
no,
why are you making like 90% more than what she makes? Well, not quite that drastic, but you get the point, and wanting her to
I
go half.
call
That's still crazy.
I call bullshit on that
No.
because first of all, how the fuck am I going to say, yo, you going through all this shit, moving with me, I'm gonna take care of you, then turn around and be like, I'm gonna need
Oh
you to have
wow.
on the bill.
See what I'm saying? Like I
That's
just
what
thought that was asinine and crazy.
that doesn't
He
make
wanted
any
in-house
fucking sense.
pussy.
That
He
Oh,
wanted
that,
in-house
that
pussy.
still don't make no sense whatsoever fucking ever. It don't. I call
He had a
nope,
goal.
nope. I'm calling
He had a
bullshit on that.
goal.
That's
He
some
had
made
a
up
goal.
shit.
He
Somebody
had a
just wanted to
goal.
say some shit to call somebody. It was rage bait. That's what it was.
He
That's
had
some
a goal.
bullshit.
and it
No,
very
And
well
that's
could be.
and
that's
that's the reason.
some bullshit. That's bullshit. Because any real man that's gonna tell you, yo, you going through this hard time moving with me, I'm gonna take care of you, ain't gonna come at you, especially
Right.
in 10 days.
That's
It
Like
right.
you
will with
just moved
somebody that
in.
had it
I
will with
told you
somebody
to
that
move in. I know
it
what your situation.
will
10 days later,
with
I'm gonna be like, come
somebody
when you
that
gonna
has
start paying half the rent, half the bill. Fuck out of here. That's bullshit. It was rage bait. Somebody just put that out there because they just wanted some clicks and views. That's all the fuck
Yeah.
that was. That was
it
some bullshit.
no, but there are people out here with hidden agendas like that.
Look now. If it's a person, and you gonna know that person got a hidden agenda. Because if you fucking with them, you already gonna know like this nigga ain't got
Mhm.
a pot to piss in, barely got a window to throw it out of, and he tell me to move in with him, and he gonna take care of me.
Right.
So you already know what. So it's bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Okay.
Very well could have been rage bait. I don't know. Don't know the person. I just look at the questions and find interesting ones that sometimes we share on here to get people thinking and talking. Last question.
Mhm.
Last question. This lady shared that she had been, and I don't want to misquote it, so let me go back to it as well. Okay, she was newly talking to this guy, like they had only been talking for like a week, a little bit over a week. And y'all know the recent snowstorm that we had across basically the entire US, right? So she says that they hadn't gone out on a date yet. They had just been freshly talking for a week or give or take. And she ends up having some issues with her car while she's out and gets stuck in the snow. Now she happens to be on the phone with him or either calls him in the process of this, however that worked out, and was telling him, hey, my car just got stuck. I need some help. My son is trying to get to me, but he lives 3.5 hours away. Him and his friend trying to get on the road and get here as well because he's worried. So the guy's like, oh, well, call AAA and blase, blase. But the guy lives, she says the guy lives less than 30 minutes away. So she was asking, well, ladies, do you all think I should block him? Should I keep talking to him? Baby, that's an automatic fucking fail. What is you talking about? Your son lives 3.5 hours away and trying to get to you, but a dude that you're now actively trying to talk to and try to schedule a date with, you're on the phone with, and he said call AAA. Now, I'm not mad at him for saying call AAA because maybe he thought they would get there before he would. But I personally feel like any man worth his salt that says he wants to get to know a woman, he wants to date a woman, talk to a woman, he wants her. I don't give a fuck how you spin it. If he's worth his salt, he either finna call his AAA to come get to you if he feel like he just can't get out on the road because he's afraid, or he getting his ass in his car and coming to you as well. Maybe he knows somebody that got a touch rope. I don't know, but he's actively trying to help. So it was back and forth in the comments. Some of the ladies were saying what I said, like, nah, automatic fail, block, do not pass go, whatever. There were guys in the comments that was like, he's a fuck nigga. And then there were other guys in the comments that were like, if he don't know you like that, ain't nobody finna come out in the snow. What? Oh, wow. I think the bar's in hell and it keeps getting lower. But that's for people who choose to accept it at that low level. I think if you choose not to accept that, there are still so many amazing above board men that would never have left her in that situation. So that's why I told her, maybe block him to keep it moving. There's other good men out there that'll do better. Sean, you shaking your head? What you got?
I'm shaking my head because y'all act like y'all didn't have this whole women's revolution that women can do anything. Hold the fuck on! I was not finished speaking.
Who are you talking to?
God damn it! y'all don't have this whole shit. We could do anything a man could do. Shit, we could do it better and all that shit. Now, hold on, wait. Now, nigga, y'all ain't even had a date yet. Y'all just been talking for a week, and you expect. If I'm talking to a woman for a week, I don't expect shit out of her head. I don't expect shit. I don't expect her to cook me shit. I don't expect her to do shit. Because we just been talking for a week. So if I get caught up, if I get jammed up, I ain't expecting her to come bail me the fuck out.
You shouldn't.
But she should expect this nigga. Make it make sense, god damn it.
It makes perfect sense. Because to the average woman, safety
on planet woman, it makes sense.
So so let me break this down the way this makes sense to me. Because let's go on and verbally box this thing out, baby. Because who the fuck is you talking to? Number one, for the average woman, safety is the thing that matters most. Number two, the average woman looks to see, can you provide? That's not about simply paying bills or fixing a house or buying a house. Can you provide covering? Can you provide safety? Can you provide provision? Whatever that may look like if she leans to you as her more masculine counterpart. Now, everybody doesn't ascribe to that, but a lot of women do. Number three, you're saying that you want her time, her effort, her energy as the softer feminine, and you're a manly man, but you can't be bothered to go out in some fucking snow and help see if she's okay at nighttime? What? No.
But that take more than a goddamn week. That take more than a goddamn week.
First of all, who you cussing at?
Like, it don't take more than a week.
It don't, because that could be the first day.
Well, then you better have fucked me that first day.
No, but wait a minute.
You better have fuck, and you better have shut it me out that first day too.
Did you say slutted you out on top of
Oh
it?
yeah, slutted me out that first day too.
Okay.
What
That
I'm
You
part.
want
saying
that? You want that kind of treatment in a fucking week? It
at
take
least,
at least a month to get to know your baseline. Now,
well,
I'm not gonna
at
lie,
least
I
the
do agree
vibe.
with the part that you said. Yeah, he should have called his triple A to go, because that's true. That's the least he could have done. True that. But outside of that, fuck out of here.
I mean, if that's how, listen, you like it, I love it. If the women that you choose to date giving you slob knob on the first day and slutting you out and being a knob gobbler and all the shit that you like, I love that for you. But
See,
there are women
see,
that
that's
just
Ah,
don't like
that,
it,
and see, and that,
and
and
they
that's
want to
not what
apologize for it.
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm
that's
saying is,
what that's
if
exactly what
you
you just said.
no, 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 no. See, y'all, no. What I'm saying is, if you want that kind of treatment in a fucking week, I don't
At
even
will.
fucking know you. What's your fucking middle name? I
At
don't even know that shit.
will. Okay.
In a week.
Mm-hmm.
She
Then
may
again,
slap your knob, but you don't even know
you
your
better
real
have, you better have
name.
came like that. You better have
Listen,
came like that from day one to get that in a
listen.
week. When it's a week and we just talking, knocking back and forth, getting to know each other.
She may slob your
So,
knob and she
so,
doing that.
so because it's a guy, it makes it. So if you met a woman and y'all met, whatever y'all met, and it's been a week, and you call her, girl, I'm stuck in the snow, but she don't call her triple A, and she don't be trying to come help you.
That's a homegirl. If
let's
I got a
so
whole
let's back up
if
and
I
answer
got a
that
whole
question.
nigga that's
No, no,
if I
no.
got a whole nigga that's wetting my ass, you
Get the
goddamn
fuck
right. You
out
got
of
to bring
here.
me
Get
back.
the fuck
Right,
out of
Chippy.
here.
So back
Because
up. Let's answer
that
that
could be
question,
your
Sean.
bestie for the
If
next,
I met
that
a
could be your
girl,
bestie for the next 40 years.
nah.
But y'all it's just been a fucking week.
So let's back up and answer the question that you just asked. If I, Jay, because I can't talk for nobody else, if I, Jay, just met a woman that was in distress, you goddamn right. I'm not going to leave her out there in the middle of the fucking night. Yes, but
After a week?
no. Let me answer the question because that just happened to me when I was stuck in Dallas. What was that, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago? Out of town traveling for business. That shit just happened to me. We got snowed in. And I stayed in the airport when our flight got canceled. One of the young ladies that had been sitting next to me while we were at the airport all day waiting on our flight to see what they were going to do, when we all deplaned and everybody was standing there confused as hell trying to figure it out because no, they don't cover shit for you when it's due to weather and natural things, right? So I could tell that she was confused. And I didn't say anything. I just stood there to see what she was doing. And then when she started talking out loud and sharing that she was trying to figure it out, she really wasn't sure what her next step was. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Here are the next steps that need to happen. Here are some hotels that are in the area. Here's where I stayed the night before. This is the next step. If you don't go to the hotel that I'm going to, you ask the question and I'm answering it.
No,
If you
that's a
don't go to
different
the hotel that
situation
I'm
though.
going to, your next step
That's
is
a
to then
different.
find a cab
So
service or go to that
you women explaining. Now you women explaining.
I'm
Okay.
the woman fucking explaining. You asked
Now
the
you
question
women.
if we met a
No, that's
woman,
a
what would we do?
totally different. That's a totally different
No,
situation.
it ain't.
You just met this woman on Monday, and she
Yep.
called you up third. She called you up Thursday, talking about I'm stuck in the snow. It's gonna take my son 3.5 hours to get here. Can you
I would
come
go
get me?
because that's who I am. I would go. That's me. I've always been that person. I'm 46 and I've been that person my entire adult life because that's how I was raised. So before here's me. I don't ask for a damn thing from anybody that I first am not willing to extend in my
Right.
own experience or actions. So if I expect a man to show up for me in that way, it's because I have already experienced that in my previous relationship. Everything I have now, you got to meet a beat to take up space in my life. Everything I've experienced, you got to meet a beat to take up space in my life because I understand who I am and what qualities I bring to the experience. And I know how people benefit
But
being in my energy.
you
Number
you
two,
trying
if
to
I'm willing to show up for my female friends in that way or a brand new woman that I
you
don't know in that way, you damn Skippy, that if
you
a man
trying
is
to
asking
tell
me
me
my time, yeah, if I
you
call you
trying
and
to
ask you,
tell
you
me
better be responsive
okay.
or block.
So you trying to tell me you gonna show up for a man like that in a week?
That's not what I said. You
That's
asked
my
me,
whole
is a
point.
woman short for another woman? And I
Yeah,
said, yes.
yeah, but now I flipped it because the
Would I show
situation
up for a
was
man
a
like
woman
that?
in a
No.
week.
I'm a woman. Why would you call me over your men friends? That's crazy as hell. But that's how I feel. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I said that's how I feel, and that's how I feel.
In a week, somebody you met in a week, because you could call your AAA too.
And will. But I will
You
still
could be
so,
like, hey,
so
I'm
again,
not
you
gonna
got
come
to
out
base
there,
it
but
off
I'm gonna send
people's
AAA.
experiences.
But you
You
just
got to
said
base it
hell
off
no.
people's experiences. Like I said, for me, my standard in dating and relationship has always been whatever I had in my previous relationship. If I'm making space for someone else, you got to come with what I already had and what I'm doing for myself, and it exceed that. Because, like I told this one guy, if I got to be the man in my own space, I don't need you to be the man. I'm already my own man. So if you want to replace me being my own man, you need to be able to do something else for me or make life easier for me. And I know that there are qualities that I bring to the table. And no, I'm not talking about fucking sex. That being said, I'm used to that. I'm used to that standard. That's why I told her, baby, block him and keep it moving. Because that bar is in hell and getting lower. But there are still amazing men out there. I stand by that all day long. There are amazing men. Nadina said, why didn't she have roadside assistance or AAA? Some women really don't know how to survive without a knight in shining armor. Now, that being said,
Hold on, wait. What
I
did
agree
she
and I
say before?
disagree.
What did she say before that?
What now? Why didn't she have roadside assistance?
No, what did she say before that?
Oh, I missed that part. Hold on, let me go back. I'm going to have to agree with Sean on this one. 1 week, I wouldn't expect that and wouldn't even have asked for that. I'm not butting him. Wait, what's that mean? I'm not butting him and I'm at risk. What, Nadina?
Yeah, well, I don't know what that part means, but the most
Re-explain it so you
important
know what
part
you're
was
saying.
she agreed with what I'm saying because it's a week.
I agree with her
That's
agreeing
my
with you, and
whole
I still
point.
disagree.
That's my whole point. It's a week. It's not
Oh
like
yeah.
now if y'all been talking for 3 months and that shit happened, yeah, okay, I feel that 100%.
So, are there any
But
guys in the
but
comments that can
it's
respond
a
and say how
week.
you would feel or how you would respond? Because I
It's
just feel like I don't have a problem with Nadina agreeing with you. That's why I said there are some women who think differently, but there are other women who
I'm
look at what are you showing me from day one? If you want to be the masculine in my space and date me and get to know me and become that person, what are you showing me? Gypsy, wake the fuck up. Wake up. She over there sleep for real. Anywho, that's real
Whatever,
funny.
man.
Anywho, I just feel like
I
if
thought
you're
she was
setting
in
that
deep
standard,
thought. You ain't had to put her on blast.
I was.
Not after she put you on
but
blast. Now
no,
you
different
was
strokes for
literally
different folks, right? I have no problem with Nadina agreeing with you, but I'm still saying there are other women that have a different standard and a different experience. Listen, I'm used to that,
I'm
so
just saying, a
I won't
week.
settle
Come
for
on,
less than that.
a week. I don't
A
expect
week.
nothing out of nobody that I know for a fucking week. I don't expect shit, and I wouldn't
I
even
don't
be calling with
expect the
this
bus.
shit because I've only known you for a fucking
What did
week.
you say, Gypsy?
I wouldn't even accept the bus transfer because I just don't. You know, that's the thing is like a week is kind of soon, and usually when it's that quick, there's an ulterior motive.
So I'm gonna ask y'all a question, and I'm a okay. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this generically.
Say it how you mean it.
Do you believe that the more means and resources a man has, he behaves differently?
Yep. Because an ugly ass man that got money, he had funny as fuck.
That's not
Because
even
he
where I was going
actually
with
got
that. But okay.
what? Because he
You
got
said an
more
ugly man. Ain't nobody talking about how he looked. I just said a man of means and resources. If he has wealth, money, resources, no matter how he looks,
It
do you believe that
it
changes how he behaves towards the woman that he
it
wants to get to know?
it depends on his mentality.
it don't
Uh,
make
his,
depend on shit.
It. What you say,
okay,
Gypsy?
so we see that
Wait.
you're
I
jaded.
said
Uh,
I said it don't depend on shit. Men
we
with
we
money know that they have more options. Look at Trump. Oh my.
we see that we see that you're jaded, and
Okay.
we can't use that piece of filth orange bullshit as any type of reference. But anyway, um, you know, if he grew up well grounded and then all of a sudden came into money, he's not going to change. But if he was an arrogant motherfucker to begin with and got money, yeah, he's definitely going to change because he was already arrogant to begin with, and so he's going to be more arrogant because now he got money.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so Rob S said, I mostly agree with Sean. I will help a total stranger, especially my elders and women, if I can. And money can change men and women. It can expose the worst of what's inside.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But
Absolutely.
so here's why I asked that question. And again, I'm not. My disclaimer is I'm always gonna say I'm not saying
You
I'm right.
always have a disclaimer. Jesus.
I'm just saying this is how I feel. I think that the more resources and means a person has, especially a man, it changes.
Mm-hmm.
And in this, I can only base it off my experience and what I've seen my friends experience, clients, women around me, etc. I think the more resources and means that a man has, it changes how he handles a woman from day one. What I've seen is that men that make less money, and I'm not judging their character or their worth or their value at all. I'm simply talking about a dollar amount. What I've seen is that men that make less money or have less access to means and resources, sometimes, because not all the time, because I done seen men with very little go the extra fucking mile for people they don't know or brand new and something, right? But sometimes it will change how they respond or how responsive they are to a woman that they want to get to know and what she may have a need of or what she may desire. Versus men with means, sometimes, depending on if they're genuine, just do it freely because they can, or if there's truly a motive there that's nefarious, is because they're trying to prep or grease the slide, if you will, to get what they want. So this is why I say communication is key from day one. Like listening, engaging, feeling a person out, emotional intelligence, open communication, honesty, cards on the table. I don't care what you call it, but communication. Because as you talk to a person and get to know each other, you start to feel them out to see, is this the person that would have my back? Is this the person that would show up for me? Is this the person that's genuine? Are they using it for malicious ways, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Again, the reason I said he need to go on and go past go and not collect $200 is his only suggestion to her, according to her in this post, was you should call AAA. He didn't stay on the phone with her. I would have had more respect if she said he said he couldn't afford to get to me because he was low on gas or he was afraid to come out because the roads were icy where he was. Nothing but respect. But at the very least, you can stay on the phone with her until somebody gets there to help her make sure that she's good. I mean, after all, this is a woman that you want to get to know when you're trying to date and trying to schedule your first date. You're not even worried about her basic well-being at this point. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
And I do feel what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying on that part of it because I'm not a total asshole, but I'm just saying you can't expect shit in the first week you talk to somebody. If he does it, he does it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And then yeah, you do gotta make a decision on what you going to do. But at the same time, you can't expect it. Like shit, he should have. Nah, the fuck he shouldn't.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Fucking week.
Again, I think it's based on I'm not gonna say she's right or wrong. I'm gonna say based on your level of expectation and what you've communicated to that person that you desire and expect, then yes, you have a right to expect what you want. And if that person's not meeting your standards, skip on and move on. It
But
is that simple.
that's the problem. That's the problem with the world today.
How you say
Because
that, Sway?
because
How you figure?
they expect everything off the top
Okay.
and not fucking looking at shit logically and because if it, like I said, the situation was reversed, the fuck what she had done.
So I'm gonna tell you why I don't step forward to help men in that kind of way. And this
Nah,
happened
fuck
to me.
yeah. Y'all can do everything we can do. Y'all can do it better. Y'all fought for y'all shit. Y'all out here making more money than niggas. Y'all doing y'all shit. Y'all don't need me. Y'all can
First of
do it.
all,
A
let's
nigga
be
gotta be
clear.
able to
I'm
do
not a
more.
feminist. No. Let's be clear. I'm not a feminist because feminism was never about black women. If we want to get political and technical about it, that was
See, I
about
wasn't
fucking
trying to
white
go there,
women. It
but
was
you
never
right.
about
You
black
right.
women. They tagged us
You
in
right.
because
You
black
right.
bodies count when it comes to manpower
No,
and
you right.
and physicality, right? We're
You right.
loud, we're boisterous, we're strong, we're
But,
assertive, we're
but
aggressive, we fight hard for what we
y'all,
fucking believe in.
y'all
So that
still
being said, I am not
do
a
reap.
feminist.
Y'all do still reap some of the benefits.
I didn't say that we didn't, but I'm being very clear since you keep throwing it out there that I'm not a feminist. Never.
The internet knew.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, it just cut her off in the middle of that sentence.
The internet knew. So
Okay, sorry about that. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
it was
you.
like,
wait, I can't hear y'all. Hold on. Damn it. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my other phone because I can't hear y'all. Sorry, my laptop went dead because I didn't have it plugged in. But what I'm saying is, I'm not a feminist. To go back to something you were saying, Sean, ain't never been a feminist and probably won't ever ascribe to that. That being said, let me share with you all why I kind of feel the way that I do. So I remember when I was in college, I was dating this guy, and he was on the basketball team, and he was an out of town student, right? He was there by himself, no family. He had came there on a scholarship, and I was the manager for the girls team. My best friend at the time was the manager for the boys basketball team. So we were around them 24/7. We saw a lot of what they went through, what kind of resources they had access to. At that time, I sat on one of the boards. So I helped disseminate the money that came in, the grants, a lot of the resources that they were getting from the community, right? Now, let's be very clear. Most of that was not going into the hands of the students other than paying for their apartments and some basic food. Right. Other than that, they had to work and get it how they fitted outside of being on the basketball team. So that being said, I had a lot of compassion, right? So we were always trying to help. Like, we cooked a lot for them. We would bring them to our houses to do laundry, whatever we could to help the different girls and guys on the team, mostly the girls. But anyway, I'm dating this guy. So I forget what happened. I can't remember whether he got injured or whatever happened, and he ended up being sidelined. And once he was sidelined, he no longer had his scholarship, which means he had to move out of the apartments that they had them put up in, right? So I was like, okay, let me talk to my mom. And, there's a spare bedroom. Let me see what she says. So we agreed that he could move into the spare bedroom as long as he paid like whatever it was a low amount, like whatever basic low amount of rent per week. Go get you a part-time job, pay rent to be here to help toward the utilities, buy your own food until you can get back home. Because even though I was dating him, like, still, I ain't gonna take care of no man. I'm just not. And so I remember I don't know if I would look back and say that I was naive, but I really just did it genuinely out of the kindness of my heart, because again, that's how I've been raised. Like, that's how my grandmother poured into us. Be a blessing. Always look to the community to see what you can do. Who can you lift up? Who can you pick up when they're down? Right. Everybody deserves another chance, another opportunity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So he moves in, and it was like bullshit on top of bullshit. Like, he was lying and saying he was looking for jobs and he wasn't. He was mooching, basically, like expected us to take care of him. Who the fuck? No, I'm not your mama. And you're a grown man. Like, ain't no way you finna lay up in here and do nothing while me and my mom work. Who you playing with? So he would leave and act like he was going to look for jobs, and then come to find out, like, once the truth finally came out, he wasn't even looking. So long story short, I was like, you gotta go. Well, then somebody had taught him how to game the system, because he had been there more than 30 days. They were like, okay, you're gonna have to go through the eviction process and go through court, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, I had to get my spiritual godfather at the time, who was a sheriff deputy. I had to get him to come to the house and have a talk with him to tell him what might happen if he didn't leave willingly, right? And so he went on and left. But that changed how I viewed it after that, because what I started realizing, and I'm not saying it's every man across the board, but I've seen it too many times where so many guys don't respect it when you just genuinely, as a woman, actually give a shit and from day one want to be of service and help. I'm not saying I'm right.
You talking about a child. No, you are. That's a child. When you in fucking college, you ain't no fucking adult. You're still a fucking kid.
Yeah, well, no, cause now.
No, get the fuck out of here. You are a fucking kid. We all
don't give a fuck what you talking about. First of all, who's you talking to and cussing at? But I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I said what I said, and that's why I feel what I feel.
We all went to school. We all know how it is. You know, man. You know you was still a fucking. You know you didn't grow the fuck up until after you actually got out there and experienced.
I was 26 when I went to college.
Don't care.
After spending 8 years in the military. That was different.
Don't care.
Okay, that's what that is. That's reverb. It's not a TV. Somebody got reverb going on. But anyway, so you know, going the military route is a little different, and it that's its own thing. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. All I'm saying is, see, I can sit here and tell you how when I was 12 years old, this girl fucking juiced me every goddamn day all summer long, and that could have made me just have a totally different outlook on women. But nah, fuck it. That's what happened. I learned from it. I moved on.
Okay.
And that's what life is. It's learning experience. You learn from it. Okay, no, that wasn't a first experience.
I said what I said, and I meant what I said. And you don't have to agree with it. I'm just simply giving the rationale that changed how I looked at it. But also based on who I grew up around and how the men around me raised me. Like, that's something that they taught me over and over again. You let a grown man stand on his own 2 feet.
I can't give a different perspective, dude. And I'm not talking about that situation because no, he was wrong in what he did. But he was young. He didn't know any better. I'm not saying it was right. It was totally wrong. But what I'm saying is that you're old enough now that should not affect anything that you're doing going forward. That's my point. I'm not saying that, oh, he should be excused. Nah, fuck that nigga. He was fucking up. He was bullshitting. That's on him.
But I simply use that as an example of why I think the way that I think. And that hasn't changed through the years. Like, the men in my life have still poured that into me. Like, let her, and sorry for the feedback because I had to pull it up on YouTube on my phone so I could actually hear what you're saying. But the men in my space, big bros, you know, uncle type figures have always poured that into me. Now, I'm not saying that every woman hears that from the older men in her life, but that's how the old heads have poured into me. Like, nah, you let a grown man stand on his 2 feet. Don't baby a grown man. Let a man be a man and create that space for that woman. Is it right? Again, I'm not saying right or wrong. Listen, I got my own shit. I pay for my own shit. But any man that wants to come in my life, there should be something that I see from you in the masculine that makes me feel like you can take up that space.
You proven my whole point right there. But as a grown man, of course, that's what you want to say to a female that you like. I don't want no nigga to take advantage. I said, as a grown man, those are the things you want to say to a female that I don't want a nigga to take advantage of you. So I'm gonna tell you X, Y, and Z because I want you to be on your P's and Q's. I'm not disputing none of that. All I'm saying is that instance should not fucking just mold the rest of your life.
But it can.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
That nigga looking like you did turn fuck.
Okay, cause y'all not y'all just like, nah, fuck that. That shit happened. This is what I think now. Fuck that shit. And I'm like, you don't always have to approach it like that. You can learn from it,
Okay, so in
but you
my
don't have to
defense,
let
all I'm
that
saying, Sean, is
guide
I'm
your
at a
life.
disadvantage because I'm catching what you're saying after the fact and missing some of it.
All I'm saying is you
Okay.
don't have to let that guide your life. Like you can learn from it, but don't let it guide your life decisions from that point forward. Okay, I guess y'all okay. All right. Hey, it's been
So
fun. It's been a great chat.
okay, so let's clarify this because I, I never, I never said that I would not be there for the man that I love. No, don't cut me off. You asked the question, so let me respond. I never
That's
said that
not what I'm
I
saying.
won't be there for the man that I love or that I'm dating. If I'm seriously dating someone and he goes through something, I'm there hands down A1. But again, that's the wisdom that's been poured into me from the more masculine men around me. Now, whether they're right or wrong, that's a conversation for men to duke it out and debate, but that's what they've given me. And then that's what has been true for me. So I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. That's just me.
So
And anybody that doesn't agree with that wouldn't have to date me, right? They could go date a different woman that feels a different type of way. Just like that woman could choose to date that man or date somebody else.
Can y'all not hear me?
We hear you.
Because I said as a man, those are the
I'm on a
things you're
time
supposed
delay. I can't hear you on my phone. My laptop went dead, so I had to jump on my cell phone.
I can hear you, and
because I say as a man, when there's a woman that you care about, those are the things you tell her. Because yes, those are the things you want her. Look, baby girl, fuck that nigga. If he can't stand on his own, those are the things you tell her because she is a woman. That's what I said. Like as a man, yeah, you do. But on the flip side of that, what I'm saying is you can't let certain situations dictate your whole life. You learn from them. You move different, but you don't let that just dictate. Like, yo, okay, fuck that nigga because
Sean,
he got.
you know damn well men ain't gonna tell you the truth. Stop that bullshit. You know it, and I know it. You know it, and I know it.
All
So
right, I don't know
also,
where that's coming from. I don't know where that's coming from. But at the same time, I'm not a woman. I ain't never dealt with niggas like that. So hey, all I know is I deal with women, and women do just as much, if not more,
So
fucked up shit that niggas do.
again,
But
I
hey,
think I keep cutting you off, Sean, but I'm on a time delay.
go
yeah,
ahead.
and that's why we should just go ahead and wrap this up right now because you're on a time today. So
Let's go ahead and
let's
call
wrap.
it because I'm on my cell
Exactly.
phone and I can't
That's
hear
what I'm
y'all on this
saying.
phone, so I'm listening on YouTube on my other phone.
Okay, let's call it. We'll see y'all next week. We got 2 episodes next week. Send your questions in. Remember to
Sean,
like,
if you can
share,
hear me,
and
Gypsy look like
subscribe.
she sleep. Can you close us out?
No, I am closing us
Wait,
out.
it looks like she talking.
Now, I said like, share, and subscribe.
I'm busting the gate.
And we will see y'all next week. We have 2 episodes next week. We have a Monday episode. We have a Wednesday episode. Join us next week. And maybe Jade will remember to plug her fucking laptop up.
And yeah, we want to know what's your nastiest, dirtiest, just I want to know that shit.
Bitch,
Tell me your shit.
And
Tell me
bring
your shit.
a song.
It's Valentine's Day. Fuck the song. We'll come up with the song. I just want to know because I might not know something. Teach me. All right, y'all.
A
Peace,
freak in the morning, a freak in the evening.
love,
Oh, let me stop.
and hair grease.
okay, well, I don't know if y'all still talking or not. I'm gonna just go ahead and press the button so we can end this live.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next week. $5,000.